Hi everyone, Carol here from Carol's Cricut Crafts. In this video, I will show you a comparison of Koala sublimation paper and the new Cricut sublimation printer paper. I will also press t-shirts using both papers. As always, purchase and discount info for the Cricut paper is in the description below, as well as how to get these design space t-shirt projects if you would like to use them. So these are the two sublimation papers. One is Koala and one is the new Cricut sublimation printer paper. I've been using Koala printer paper, sublimation paper, for over 3 years, probably 4 years, and I've been super satisfied with it. It does run between $30 and $45, depending, that's Canadian, depending the format that you purchase, 100 sheets, 200 sheets, whatever you purchase. But the Cricut sublimation paper, if you're purchasing it and you have an access subscription on the Cricut shop, you'll pay about $10 US for 100 sheets, and you'll pay about $15 Canadian. So there's a big difference in the cost. That being said, they are both 120 GSM. So that's the weight of the paper. Just looking at them, you really can't tell the difference. But if I turn this one over, I can see that it's printed Koala on the back. The Cricut paper is light pink on the back. Just in regular daylight, you might not see the difference right away. But if you compare it to something white, you can see that the back is pink. So if you're using a backload printer, you want the white facing forward, not the pink. Besides that, I really don't see a difference. As I mentioned, they are the same weight. I've printed graphics for 2 t-shirts. This one is printed on Koala. As I mentioned, I've been using that for almost 4 years. And this one is printed on the Cricut paper. They are 2 different colors. This one is blue, yellow, green. Here we have pink, red, yellow, green. They are different. But if you compare the yellows, they're exactly the same. I don't see any difference. Compare the yellow and green, exactly the same. I don't see any difference at all. I'm really excited to get to pressing these. I didn't cut these out with my maker machine because it's simple. It's a square. I'll just cut around it. I'll do another video to show you how to set them up if you're going to use your machine to cut them out, because you wouldn't want it to cut out just each individual letter. In that video, I'll also show you how I use my printer settings on my Mac to get really beautiful results. Speaking of printer settings, I use an Epson EcoTank for sublimation. The only thing you have to do is load it with sublimation ink instead of the regular ink that comes with it. And then you go onto your US or Canadian Epson site and download the latest drivers. Super simple to do. I was using the ET2720 for about 3 years, and when I moved, I left it packed up for a few months, so it did dry out and I replaced it. Now I have the ET2850 and I'm super happy with the results. So you'll see more about that in the next video. So let me get set up to press and I'll be back to show you more. This is the t-shirt I pressed with the graphic on Koala paper. I did that one in advance of the video so that you're not sitting through 2 t-shirt presses. But you can see the colors are super nice, very vibrant. Every time I see someone new to sublimation, they're concerned about the quality of print that they're getting because the colors look dull. But my response is always that sublimation ink is heat activated. so the colors don't really pop out and become bright until you press them and until they've been heated. So this one turned out gorgeous as usual. I'm always happy with Koala, and I'm excited to see how the Cricut paper is going to turn out. I've pressed this t-shirt lightly in advance to make sure there's no wrinkles or folds. We want a nice flat surface to work on. We're going to lint roll. Always, always super important. You know, just last week I was printing and pressing t-shirts for my grandson's hockey team, off-ice t-shirts, and I forgot to lint roll one of them. And when I finished pressing it, there was a thread on the t-shirt, and when I took it off, I had a nice white mark across the black. What a shame. I had to redo that t-shirt. So you always want to lint roll before you press. I use my Cricut paper trimmer to cut off the registration marks. I'm left with a 9x6 print. Perfect, exactly what I wanted. As you can see, I've mirrored the image. Always mirror for sublimation. By the way, these are Cricut t-shirts that I'm using, and all the Cricut blanks can be used with sublimation. They're perfect for sublimation. I always use them, and I'm always super happy with them. So I'm going to put this about 2 inches down from the collar. I'm going to add Cricut heat resistant tape because I want to make sure this doesn't move while I'm pressing. You wouldn't want it to wiggle around and be crooked or to lift and smear. And where do I have my Cricut butcher paper that I love because it's all pre-cut, perfect size for pressing. Love it. I always use that also. I do have a big roll of butcher paper, and I find it such an annoyance to have to cut sheets every time I'm pressing something. So I really like the Cricut butcher paper. So we're going to press at 385 for 45 seconds. I believe that the recommended time and temperature will be added to the Cricut Interactive Heat Guide. It's not there yet. I checked just before I recorded this video, but I believe it will be added. And you know what? I also have some of the new Cricut Value Glitter Iron-On. So I chose the white because I wanted to show a video of sublimation on white glitter iron-on a cotton surface, like a cotton bag or cotton t-shirt. I'm going to make another video with that. I think that's really fun. Just a few seconds left. And you can see that if you put your easy press on a cold surface, the temperature will drop a little. So I'm just going to let it go a few seconds extra, and that should do it. Excited to see this. I'm so excited to see this. Normally we recommend that you let it cool before you lift, but I'm going to lift. Oh, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous results. I'm so pleased. Isn't that terrific? Really gorgeous. I love this new Cricut sublimation paper. Oh, amazing results. Look at the purples. The reds are nice and bright. Yellow, gorgeous. Green is gorgeous. By the way, if you noticed on my printout, the edge of the green looked gray. That's normal. That's what I meant by your colors aren't always perfect when they come off the printer. You need the heat to activate. So green will often look gray, and as soon as you give it the heat that it needs, it turns green. This is gorgeous. I'm so excited. And this is the koala version. Also beautiful, but you can't go wrong with the price of the Cricut sublimation paper. Absolutely terrific. I hope you're going to try it. Check in the description below this video. My puppy's getting upset because he wants me to go in the other room instead of doing this. As mentioned, check the description right below the video. I'll add a link for the sublimation paper, for the sublimation blanks. They're infusible ink blanks, actually, but I always use them with sublimation. I hope this video will inspire you to try sublimation with the new CRICUT sublimation printer paper. Thank you for watching.